Hello, welcome to Ashley's Zoom G3 ashbass patch select mod video. What I'll show you here is how you switch patches on the G3, which is fairly intuitive. Then I'll show you an alternative method that I came up with that I think most guitarists will find pretty useful. So let's start off with what we have by default with the box. I just turned it on. We're not in patch mode initially, we're in effects mode. So each of my three panels has either an amp model or a stomp box model in its pane. The buttons at the bottom here I use to switch back and forth, on and off, each of the different effects. But if I want to move to a different patch, what we're having to do is, as this tells us, hold for patch. So I'll press and hold 1, and after a moment I'm now in patch mode. You'll see the panel in the middle has Bank A, Patch 0. Now these buttons here, 2 and 3, allow me to navigate up or down through my patch lists. I'm going to press button 3 a few times, and as I do, you'll notice that the number changes. I'll stop at A6. This one's called Elegant. The patch name is updated every time you move to a different patch. Now the patch 2 button will take me back down. And I'm back down at A0. Now if I want to make an editing change, or if I want to get out of patch mode to see what's actually involved in a particular patch, I'm going to have to press and hold again number 1. So I'll press number 1, I'm back out of patch mode, now I'm back into effects block mode. Now when I was playing around with this when I first got it, I was just sitting on the floor in front of it, pressing whatever buttons, seeing what they did. I was interested with these buttons. They're called Patch Select. There's a down button and a patch up button. Well, let's press the up button. I don't know if this is visible in the web shot, but down at the bottom of my middle pane here, I'm getting a little label that tells me every time I press the button what the new patch is, what bank, what number, and the name. Now in that little short time I got up to Bank C, Patch 3. I'm going to go back down now using the Patch Select Down button. And a benefit of these buttons as well is that if you press and hold, you'll just very quickly fly through the patches. So here I'm back down to A1 again. The beauty of this method is, for me, is you have all of your effects still available on screen. You can see what's going on when you're in each of the different patches. I like that. It's also faster to switch between patches because you don't have to press and hold the patch button to get into your patches and then press it again to get back out. But looking at the unit, there's a problem. They're pretty small and close together. So I got to thinking about how I could possibly get this patch select functionality available with my feet. And I came up with this little additional expression box or expression pedal. What it does is, here, patch down, here, patch up. It actually performs the exact same functions as these. But I don't have to be sitting down in front of the unit to make it work. I can be standing up, and here I'll press the patch up button, and again just every tap pushes me right through the different patches. I'll now press the down patch button, and then down we go, back down to A0. Now I find this pretty slick. It took me about a weekend maybe to get it together with all the trial and error that I was playing with. If you think this is something you'd be interested in, check out my webpage, ashbass.com. Go to the guitar section and then the Zoom G3 section. What you'll find there is a pretty detailed photo diary of the steps that I took to create this expression box. You'll see what I had to do to modify the G3 unit itself, and then step by step how I created the little box with the switches. All the parts you need are available at Radio Shack, although the parts that I used are from other projects that I've had, so this isn't a Radio Shack combination. But it is all available from Radio Shack. Again, I have in the webpage listed what items you would need and actually where you can find them in Radio Shack. So I hope you like it. Let me have some comments and let me know what you think.